Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Finance Unfiltered. I'm your host Mercy Dube. Today we have a guest, a friend of mine. Introduce Karibu Sana.
Thank you so
Sino.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you so
use the
much.
camera.
Thank you so much. My name is Emmanuel Sino. I'm an entrepreneur and a project manager
Okay.
in construction.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. What do you do in construction?
I do project management, supply of construction materials, and advising and construction advices. Also offer construction advices to clients or potential construction clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
In your early years, did you see yourself doing construction, or did it just find you?
In my early years, I never saw myself doing construction
Okay.
uh, because of what I got from my previous education levels. So I really never believed I could be where I am today. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what were you doing before construction? Before getting into construction?
Before getting into construction, I was a layman's entrepreneur.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's more of a sketchy entrepreneur. You know, entrepreneur is a profession.
Okay.
But I would say that because in my early years, when I got done with my form four, of course, sometimes the grades determine what you're going to do in future.
Yeah.
But my grade did not determine.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course also the status of the financial status
Okay.
of my sponsors who are my parents.
Okay.
So I had to be patient and probably just open doors to whatever may come my way.
Okay.
Yeah, so I used to just do things like just welcome anything, like be an M-Pesa attendant. I remember there was a time I did M-Pesa attendance, like being an M-Pesa person. I also worked in a car wash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I also did selling of trousers, the gents trousers, and but now on commission.
Okay.
It depended on how many am I going to sell in a day for me to earn.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get into construction? How did you find your way into construction?
Now, in the process of doing all that, I later came to meet a friend, a family friend, who used to have a business of supplying glasses, these window glasses and aluminium.
Yeah.
But in those early years, he used to just supply glasses, like these glasses without the aluminiums. So because of my character, he welcomed me, he called me to go and work at his place
Okay.
and learn. And of course, those days when you just want to be soft life, when you're just young and you feel like, no, I just want to sit, I want a soft kind of a work, not a technical work. Because, when you're selling glasses, you have to be very technical. You have to know how to cut it. You have to know how to carry it. It's a very delicate and very dangerous material. So you have to be very open in your mind that that it's not just selling you're doing. So I kind of protested a bit to my parents. I told them, no, this is not something I want to do, and blah blah blah. But in the long run, just like the story of Noah in the Bible, you at the end of the day, you're gonna be brought back to where you belong.
Okay.
So that's when I went, pursued washing vehicles and stuff, and it was really tough.
Okay.
It was really tough until, and the family friend was too patient. He was very patient, and he used to still call me even if I refused. He used to tell me, come on when before you join college, because right now they're just accommodating those who have gotten those grades. Until by the time they get to you, it will take you a long time. So I was like, no, there's nothing you're telling me. So it was a really, really interesting kind of a process for me to get there. But eventually, I sat down, I talked to one of our spiritual leaders, and he told me, you don't run away. You pursue it, because this is something that is going to determine a lot. This is a technical kind of a work. And if you look at the economy right now, it's more of a hands work than a mindset kind of a work. So it was that interesting. And then I joined him at his workshop, and that's how I started now working for him as an assistant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, when before you finished high school,
Sure.
what were your dreams? What did you want to do?
I was more into public relations.
Okay.
Yes, I
Yeah,
remember.
I can attest, guys. I can attest. But anyway, let's continue. Into public
I was
relations.
more into public relations. I was more into, I want to be going abroad, I want to represent a country. I want to be a mediator,
Yeah.
because of my personality.
Yeah.
I'm more into speaking out,
Very true.
and than keeping it to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so for that reason, I, of course, I examined my desire to it, and I found out that for me to pursue it, I knew few colleges that I was supposed to do it in, and now looking at the school fees and all that they wanted, I shared with my parents, and I told them. So they told me, we have other things we're doing right now, so if
Yeah.
you can wait a bit, that's what. But I really, really wanted to be a media studies person, and a media person, and a public relator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Talking of your parents and not them. Okay, them not being able to raise the money at that moment. Uh, Going back, how was your relationship with money? Like, how did you see your parents relate with money? Was it a topic it was openly discussed, or was it
Well, it was not a topic openly discussed,
okay?
but you could easily learn from the advices they tell you.
Okay.
They tell you that when you go to buy something,
Okay.
remember tomorrow. They tell you
Okay.
that tomorrow
Yeah.
will always be there.
Yeah.
So that alone tells you this is financial management they're doing.
Yeah.
So I could easily learn from that.
Okay.
Even when you especially when it comes to food on the table, the work of parents is probably ensure that there is daily bread.
Yeah.
So when the daily bread comes, they tell you that remember there is tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that was basically financial management, which I came to learn in these years and the ones in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
How financially aware are you now that you learned? Awatuachie hapo kwanza. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you land your first construction project? I mean, you're just starting. Who was the first person or client who believed in what you're doing and it flew up?
Well, there's a lot that transpired
Okay.
since I joined that guy,
Okay.
the family friend,
Yeah.
and because it was a whole process of like 2 years, 3 years. I had it was I should say 2 years. Yeah, it was 2 years just working under someone, and then that was like locally based, because I was still living with my parents at their place. There was a time, of course, I had moved out. Being a man, you want most of the things. You want to have your own mind to think out. So you move out, but then you still within the locality of where you were born. And then there is this friend. For me, it's friends that have helped to push me where they. Because even me going to the city, and to pursue even more of what I am doing today, was through a friend who told me, now that you're doing glasses, I want to start the business, and I want you to come here and do the business with me. So I felt like that was more of a bigger door than the door that I was doing. When I'm following that same note, I realized that for sure that spiritual leader who told me to be patient and to go and pursue that glass cutting work
Yeah.
was like God speaking to me, because had I not done it, the guy in Nairobi couldn't have called me, because he called me because of my awareness of how to handle glasses, how to sell it, it's mathematical, to calculate for you to remain with margins. So now I moved to the city. So moving into the city, I realized that most people are independent. Here you have to be very, very open-minded. You have to push hard. You have to push yourself beyond and, always strive to be more of a producer than a consumer.
Yeah.
And so having thought of that, stayed with the gentleman who accommodated me actually at his place. And it was so interesting. He's one of my friends. I shout out. He knows who he is. And it's really, really interesting. I will actually call his name. It's called Andrew Abonyo. Really, one of the most gentlemen I really know of for sure.
Okay. Shout out to Andrew.
Shout outs to Andrew Abonyo. Really, really good gentleman. And may God bless him where he is. So, of course, during that process and having so many friends, to just take you around and within the city, and I'm working with him and at the same time staying with him. So I decided now he gave me the leeway also to pursue you can do your own business as well. Because with him, he was also doing studies. So I was more of independent. So I could learn a lot because I had my own space to learn a lot. Rather than, that's why sometimes we are told when you go out and you're exposed, you learn a lot than when you're kept inside in a place where most people are there to help you. Yeah, so that's where now I started the glass business. I opened actually a workshop for glass.
Yeah.
But there is something that happened before I opened that workshop. Because for you to start business, you need the finances.
Yeah.
So there was really, really a strive of a curve that was there. It's a really, really interesting story right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you what happened actually? I was to ask what happened. When did you first make your first real money and you decided, by the way, I think I'm now a man?
When I first made my real money
Yeah.
was the early years when I was being employed.
Oh,
Yeah, because that was real money for sure.
okay.
It wasn't peppers, know. But it wasn't enough. It was just money, that you cannot even sustain yourself.
Yeah.
I could still go back home and say, Mom, I need ugali, I want to eat, stuff like that. And maybe just buy airtime and it's done, But now, if you say real money, I think that's like probably a lump sum or something.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah. When I first made my real money was, you see, we do work on contracts.
Yeah.
So sometimes you go and you find a house, a construction site that's ongoing, and then you go and ask it out. Or maybe someone gives you a call that he wants he wants glasses to be installed at his windows. So I go take the quotation and then, make my margins. And then also do for him the job that he wants satisfiably. So that's when I got my first margin.
Yeah.
That was back then 2018.
Okay.
Now, like after 3 years of good experience and good growth in my mindset, that's when I made my first good amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I remember very well, I think you once told me, or you had a hotel business,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. How did it go?
The hotel business came later in 2020, 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But before that hotel business, that was something that the hotel business came as a result of wanting to invest what I already had in my pocket.
Okay.
Wanting to explode, and make my wallet swell,
Okay.
and, to also be more productive. So the hotel business came as an idea, of course, having been in the city for quite that time. I learned a lot, you could go out there sometimes and see a business striving and thriving and you'd say, "Oh, so this is how it's done," So I remember those days. I used to live in an estate called Kahawa Indani, and of course, just being the bachelor life there, uh, I could do more fries than cooking. So I used to go to fast foods restaurants and buy fries there. Buy fries for like 110, 120. So I developed a friendship with one of the guys because I used to go to uh, one specific restaurant. So we developed friendship, and I started inquiring him. Asked him, now you really, really do a lot of work here. Kazi ya moshi, the heat. Do you really make some profit? And then he said to me, yeah, I mean, everything at the end of the day, everything has to come down into the calculator, and there is plus and minus. And you have to make profit. Were we not making profits here, we would have closed already. And then I said, wow, so this can be a side hustle to me? Because I was still selling glasses. And interestingly, construction is something that comes once in a while.
Yeah.
It's not something you're gonna do like daily.
Yeah.
You can't sell glass. It's not like it's a basic need.
Yeah.
It's not a basic need. So I could even stay for even 2-3 months without business. But then at that particular time, you need to eat, you need to pay your bills, you need to probably send 100 or 200 shillings maybe to one of your siblings, and sometimes buy airtime to your mom or dad, because it reaches a point where you want to also put your arm forward and tell them, hata mimi naweza, msidhani na hangaika vile.
Yeah.
You understand? So I started to ask more about that hotel business. And then I decided now the little money that I had saved, that was going to around about 130 Kenyan shillings, 130,000 Kenyan shillings. That is the money that I invested. And I started a restaurant, a fast foods restaurant, called Thai Foods. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it in Nairobi then?
No, it wasn't in Nairobi. No, I took it to my local home.
Okay.
I took it to my local home. And you see that aspect, people say that bring back to the community.
Yeah.
Now that was in my mind.
Okay.
Like I wanted to bring back to the community, employ the locals, put something, help people around there to put something on their tables as well. So I went to start it back there.
Okay.
But at the same time, starting a business in a developed place is expensive than starting a business in a less developed place.
Yeah.
So starting that fast foods business was more costly than starting it in my local area where I was born, right?
Okay.
So it was something that I placed my budget down and I said, I want to pursue it there. And because it is not common there, I am very sure, I was very certain that it is going to thrive. Sure.
Is it thriving?
Oh, that's a great question. It's not thriving.
Okay, what
It's
do you
not-
think was a mistake you made?
There was a mistake.
Okay.
There was a mistake when it came to management because I had to be there, being that it was an idea, it was a concept that it is only me. I had dreamt of.
Okay.
It was a concept that it was an idea that it is only me who knew. Okay. Even if I brought people who are professionals, who are good cooks, who are chefs, they couldn't still put it in that position that I wanted to.
Okay.
But now you see, because there's a big distance between where I live in the city and my local area, where the business was, it was very difficult to manage because sometimes I have to be there, probably like maybe 3 times in a week. For me to travel, I need the funds, right? But now, because I don't have funds sometimes, I fail to go there. When I fail to be there, it is going down. They cannot execute exactly what I'm telling them. So I only have to make phone calls. And you cannot manage a business majorly through phone calls or virtually.
Okay.
Yeah, so it reached a point where I had to close it and to take it down. And now Thai foods is still there, but in my mind,
Okay.
but not physically.
Just
Yeah.
okay.
But I could say that, just to add something on that, is it was worth something to think about.
Okay.
It was worth something to think about. And I would say that the moment you think about something, do it.
Yeah.
Execute it. The moment you think about something that will put you into a different position, but it is an upward thing, then do it. Risk it. Face that bull by the horns.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you die, die. If you live, you gotta live forever.
Yeah.
Like now, that idea is living forever in my mind, and I know for sure that I will execute it, because it was something just with a problem with just management. Yeah.
How did you feel? Did it affect you financially and even emotionally? I mean, Thai foods, guys. I have Thai foods, and now you have to close it down. You had to sell everything that was there.
Yeah. I had to sell. Actually, it was more like a giveaway.
Okay.
Because selling second-hand goods is really, so I had to like do more of giveaway than sell, because but now I didn't. The good thing is I never sold the idea.
Okay.
I was to anyone, that's why. Yeah, but it made a hollow in my pocket,
Okay.
because
But not
I
in your
like,
heart.
but not in my heart. Of course, there was an injury that it caused.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had plans with it. I had envisioned that in a couple of months, in a couple of years, actually the desire was, I wanted to go the way of KFC,
Okay.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. I wanted to go the way of Chicken Inn. Put up a hub of fast food in my local area,
Okay.
right? And everything. When I sat down with the people that I wanted to be working with, the people that even the owner of that space.
Okay.
When I talked to him, he told me, this is going to thrive. This is going to be really massive.
Yeah.
I love the idea. And for sure, the people who are there locally were there to support it by being the first clients right there. But it caused me some damage. But that damage is not something that is a long term. Yeah. Because as we always say, money will come. Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like that is the biggest financial mistake you ever made, or is there another time when you did a very big financial mistake and you're still paying for it?
Sure. That is not one of the biggest. That is one of the biggest mistake financially that I did, but it is not the major.
Okay.
It is not the major, because there are consequences of decisions.
Yeah.
They might be positive,
Yeah.
they might be negative.
Yeah.
But now the good thing is I don't take that mistake as a negative one. I take it as a positive one. But the hollow that it costed me is I had to borrow some funds from friends, right, to push it up, because I didn't want it to take long. I had invested 130 Gs.
Yeah.
I didn't want it. I wanted it to produce really fast. I had told the friends that that borrowed me the amount, that I'm going to return you in 2-3 months, because having configured the amount of margins that I could get in a normal day sale, I was able to write down and to see the amount, to also determine the amount of margins and tell them the duration in which I would return them the money. But now it never did. So I had to overwork, and push more on the glass and the glass and aluminium work.
Okay.
And also push more on what I was doing at that particular time, which was selling glasses basically. Yeah, which now took me back to even thinking of starting a fast foods restaurant. So it was one of the biggest mistakes that I did, because it placed me on debt, and at the same time, it also hurt me. It disappointed me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think the sales you would have made there in your hometown, is the same as the sales you would have made here in Nairobi?
Not really. Not
But-
really. The value for money, talking about the value for money here in the city is different from the value for money in the local area.
Okay.
So I am very sure that there will be a very big difference. Yeah. This simply because if I wanted to start that business, the fast foods business here, I could have probably started with the double of what I invested locally there.
Yeah.
So the same margin goes also with profit margins.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. What are some of the things you changed when now you're trying to build this other business? Yeah. What are some of the strategies you used? Is it research? Is it talking to friends?
The first strategies that I made was being consultative.
Okay.
I can remember when I wanted to pursue it, I was more of like, nothing is gonna stop me from doing this. I mean, I've gone there. That guy makes like this amount of money in a day. Come on, I'm gonna do it. So when it didn't happen, when it disappointed me, I came back and I said to myself, I have to be more consultative. I have to be more of a researcher. And then the primary thing that I did was to block the potholes of where I lose the small monies. You know, consider my expenditure, block my excessive expenditures for me to manage the amount of money, or maybe draw back to the savings board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now in your new business, do you have to rebuild it alone? Okay, did you have to build it alone or team up with someone, or are you the founder?
Yeah, now in my new business, or not new business per se, the business that made me source those funds for the fast foods restaurant, I founded it myself. The idea, of course, having come to the city, the idea was not my own idea. It was an idea that I took being employed with that family friend as a chance to learn more, as a chance to learn how to cut glasses, as a chance to learn how to sell glasses. And that's what I did. So when I came to the city, I was more of a secondary person, and very strong in decision making. Even working to the friend who came to working with the friend who I came to meet in the city.
Yeah.
So it was so as we went by, and he gave me the chance to start my own business. That's when I started. So when I started, I now founded Eagles Glasses and Aluminium.
Okay.
Yes, which is it is a business that deals in supply of glasses and aluminium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can people find you? Yeah.
You can find me on. You can find me. You can find me where you can find me. You can find me on Instagram.
Okay.
You can find me on Instagram with the name Eagles Atelier, which is right now a construction company
Okay.
that deals with interior design and construction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that you have this new business, and you had your old, and there are some lessons you learned, what are some of the things you are doing in this business, to ensure that it doesn't slop like the old business?
Now, on just to take you a little bit back a bit, to show or to tell the foundation of Eagles Atelier. Eagles Atelier is derived from Eagles Glasses and Aluminium. Atelier is just a synonym for a studio,
Okay.
like Eagles Studio.
Oh,
Now, studio is definitely a space where there are professionals who are working inside.
yeah.
So Eagles Atelier offers interior design services. We offer architectural services and structural engineering services. Now it all came from selling glasses and aluminium. I remember when you asked me a question of how did I come to be doing construction right now.
Yeah.
My interest towards construction came in by visiting sites. Whenever I used to go to a construction site, and the only service I can offer is put glasses. So when I go there, I find there's a guy who's there who is wearing a helmet and a reflector, right? And he's the one that is offering those services, offering the guidance. When the clients come, that is now the project manager. So I got to a point where I loved to be on the site than just going to live. Because once I fix the glasses, I go, I leave. There's no any other services I need to be offering there. So this made me to want to pursue construction. And now I went on Google. I started to ask more about this construction, about this architecture. I have friends who have done architecture. I used to call them. You see some of them who are actually my childhood friends, and they used to give me the urge, tell me that this is something you can do, and you can study it. It is something you can study online. It is something you can study in class, short-term courses and stuff. And now that is where now I started to pursue construction, project management. Yeah, so where I used to get the funds was from Eagles Glasses and Aluminium, which is not now existing as Eagles Glasses and Aluminium, but we still offer glasses and aluminium services.
Okay.
But now under Eagles Atelier. Now under Eagles Atelier, we are in a partnership. It's a general partnership with an architect, I as the project manager, and with an architect and a structural engineer.
Okay.
Sure.
What is your biggest win so far, which means a lot to you? Yeah, in any way, maybe not even financially now. Let's not talk even about finance. Yeah.
My biggest win.
Yeah, so far, maybe in business
Yeah.
or personal.
My biggest win is making my desire to go through
Okay.
as I desire.
Okay.
Of course, it's been God's space,
Yeah.
and that is a win for me. Just to realize that this thing is working.
Yeah.
There are cases where, like now, if I give you an example of when I did the restaurant's work, the restaurant's service, it never worked. I never won, so I was a loser, right? But this one, when I tried it, when I went to study it, and I came back to the field to practice it, it is working. Yeah. So for me, that is my biggest win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking of this other one working and this other one not working.
Sure.
Do you feel like your success is a contribution of luck or of hard work or of both? Ama yako ni God? Yeah.
The good manze.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question. I would say,
I mean, there are people who tried
Yeah.
and they failed.
yeah,
You also tried the business and it failed.
Yeah.
And now you tried this one and it's... What do you attribute your success to?
I attribute my success to consistency.
Okay.
That is what I would say. Resilience and consistency.
Okay.
The moment you are consistent to thinking outside the box, to thinking from a position where you are, then that is the successive thing. Because our success is inside us. Our success is inside our mindset. So for me, it is consistency all the way. Because from the beginning, back there, when the spiritual leader was telling me, you're gonna have to do it, like go to that family friend and work with him in selling those glasses. Glasses themselves are construction materials. Now look at where I am right now, in the construction field. So it has been consistency all the way, consistency day in, day out. Had I not been having that consistency, maybe I could have been doing something else, right? But as long as I am happy, I feel like this is a success. That is why I feel it is successful for now.
Okay. Now that you wanted to study public relations and
Yeah.
talk to people and travel the world, uh, if I'm hearing your story, I think you're doing the same thing, just in a different setting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I know you. I've been in spaces with Sino,
Yeah.
and 5 minutes. This one talks to him. This one talks to him. I feel you're in that space. Yeah. Uh, okay. So my question is:
Yeah.
would you rather be famous with 30K
Mm-hmm.
or very quiet with 500 G's in your
Oh
account?
my days.
Let's not money confuse you, because people have money.
Okay.
And your friends helped you.
Well, but yeah, for sure. That is a question. The way I can answer it is different,
Okay.
and I would answer it this way.
Okay.
As long as everything that you are doing shows respect to the society,
Okay.
is what matters. I would say that either way, I'm still pursuing public relations. There are cases where I've mediated between two people.
Yeah.
There are cases where I've gone outside, you see, my country several times
Yeah.
to enjoy, to see what more can I do
Yeah.
in this construction field.
Yeah.
And it is being successful right now.
Yeah,
So
you actually told me you went to Kigali.
yeah, I was in Kigali a couple of weeks ago. And you see, for me, much as I went for a different reason, I also found out that I can also pursue construction there.
Oh,
Right? Because it's a developing country for sure, a really beautiful place to live in. So for me, I'm enjoying my state
okay.
at the moment. And I wouldn't say that you'd rather be famous with 30K unless it's $30,000.
Yeah.
But there's no room to be famous and being disrespectful in whatever kind of way. I think for me, it's just be humble and live the person that you are.
Okay.
Because being the person that I am is what has taken me where I am. There's no personality that I ever changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has your money mindset changed right now since ever since you you came from where you're being told think about tomorrow, and right now tomorrow can think of itself. How has your money mindset shifted? What are
Yeah.
some of the lessons or things you've learned so far
Yeah.
about money and finances?
Yeah, there's the money mindset has changed a lot from thinking of tomorrow to tomorrow will always take care
Yeah.
of itself, right? That means that you have to always be hopeful, but you cannot put your hopes on something that is not there. You have to put your hopes on something that is existing. And as long as you know that you have something in mind, or you have a work that you're doing, you put your hopes on it. At least it's something that's existing. Having met several people, both in my field and not in my field, in spiritual field, socially, peers, met so many people. My financial my money mindset has changed a lot. Has changed a lot until to a point where now it is a point where it is centrally placed.
Okay.
That as long as I am safe financially, then I am good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, there are those tactics that our parents used to use, and those were their times,
Yeah.
and those helped us
Yeah.
until where we got into. But right now, because of those generational progress, you cannot use the old tricks,
Yeah.
in the new setup.
Yeah.
So there's an adoption of new setup, which for me, I would say that it is always good to be open-minded, and yeah.
No, but they're in the construction industry. You say that there's sometimes when the projects are not there.
Yeah.
How do you manage the inconsistency? The instability? How do I put it? The unstable income in construction. How do you manage that?
Well, that is why it's good to be broad based. When you are, for example, if someone is a doctor, I think it is advisable for that person to probably also have maybe a pharmacy or maybe a dispensary, which most people do, because you don't know about tomorrow. You might be out of work, or maybe things might change, right? Or maybe the government laws might change such that they say now there is no private parastatal
Yeah.
that will be doing construction, and the government and it's only the government that is just maybe just putting that kind of mindset into place. But the way I've managed personally is, first of all, by being someone who is saving. I save more than I used to, and also because I know tomorrow might be harder, and also just ensuring that you have paid my bills in time. Maybe I'll give you an example of my rent bill. Most of the time
Yeah.
when you're in the city, the rent bill is one of the primary things that you
Yeah.
incur. So if I pay my rent bill for in like probably 3-4 months advance, I know for sure that if I don't get a job, sustainability in terms of basic needs, that is not a lot.
Yeah.
But you see, where you live, where you get your mind to rest, your own space, that is what I take care of, such that I can be able to sustain my mentality until I get another contract. Yeah.
For you, what does financial success, what does wealth means to you? Is it you buying a Range Rover? What is your dream car? Is it you having a very big farm, or is it you just in a simple?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ask me my dream car?
Yeah.
My dream car is a Porsche Cayenne.
Oh, I guessed it right.
But for me, that is not what really richness is based
Yeah.
on. I don't think that is what financial stability really means. For me, as long as you're being sustained with what you have, you're managing yourself, you're living away from debts, and you're living in a state where tomorrow is taken care of, from where my parents used to live, to say and to speak up, then I feel like that is what richness means. Richness means being contented with what you have, for me, because not everyone will always cross the line, beyond the line. Yeah.
Okay. What is a money mantra or a principle you live by right now?
The money mantra is live according to your means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not below, not above, but
No below.
according.
Because if you live below, you're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be comfortable. You'll not want to pursue more.
Okay.
But if your means is the desire to live in probably in these nice places,
Yeah.
then live according to it.
Okay.
Live according to pursuing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your advice, or how do I put it? I'll put it in two ways. What is your advice to a person starting? Yeah, he had dreams. He or she had dreams and hopes for in finishing school. And he or she didn't get what she wanted, and now she wants to start out something. What is your take away home? Yeah. What is that?
I would say my advice to someone who wants to start. Maybe we are also regarded as starters
Yeah.
by some people.
Yeah.
Like now, let me just make it sure that have a goal.
Yeah.
Have a goal, and a goal is defined by probably a personality.
Yeah.
You're desiring to be somebody.
Yeah.
And I would say publicly that I desire to be this real estate manager called Mwenda Turanela,
Okay.
who is the owner of My Town. He's the CEO of My Town, Karen. The one it's located in Karen.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, that guy really, I watch him and I see how he speaks and see how he's pursuing everything and his family. I have a desire to be like him one day, following the fact that I am on the same field that he probably is doing. So the moment you have that goal, at least you have a pace setter.
Yeah.
You have a pace setter. So when you have a pace setter, then you will be on pace.
Yeah.
Be patient with yourself. I cannot jump to
patience.
yeah,
Most people don't have the patience and the endurance.
patience. Yeah. Have that goal. And that goal doesn't mean being inconsistent. Most people want to jump from this to this and to this and to this. And time is going, Choose something that you're passionate towards. I realized that my passion was in construction at the long run. It wasn't even public relations.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, I'm still doing it anyway. So I'm enjoying my state as right now. So I would say that have a goal and have a pace setter. Consistency is key. Patience is key. Humble yourself and love the personality that you are. Just be a good person to the society, and the society will be good to you. That's all I can say for now.
Okay, so any last word to your audience? Look to the camera.
Okay.
Shout out kama wewe ni Mluya. Mluya anapenda salamu.
I would just say that I think where I am at the moment, it's not much. That's why I'm pursuing to be more. But I am so thankful even to this show for allowing me to be in this show, to be an example to other people, to encourage other people. As we walk this journey together. I will go out there and I will board a matatu, right? And that matatu person did not expect me to be his customer, right? So it is a symbiotic kind of a relationship. So as we walk this road of developing the society and developing our countries and everything, let us do it with resilience, with a full heart. The people around you, they might be good people or maybe not nice people per se. But for me, I thank God that the people who have been around me have been nice people. So for that reason, I will shout out to my best friend, Daniel Waroe. Hopefully, he should probably come and also, encourage the friends in this journey.
Yeah, Daniel, you're welcome.
And see and tell us more about himself. But I really, really appreciate you, even the listeners out there, for listening to me. And I will be there always to help.
Okay. That's it for today, guys. I have been your host, Mercy Dube. See you in the next episode. Bye.